What is going on, y'all? It is a cold, windy day and we're out on the boat and we're gonna do some trout fishing. So thank you for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get into some fishing. So the bait I'm using today is a Z-Man trout trick. I am after some speckled trout. I have the Yeti with me, so I plan on keeping some fish if I catch some. But this one is in the bad shad, and I just have it paired up with a 3/16 ounce Z-Man trout eyes jig head. Really cool little bait. It's got that Elastec plastic, so you can stretch it really far and not worry about a fish ripping it or tearing it up. And my leader today is 15-pound fluorocarbon. Got about a foot of it, and I'm throwing this on a 2500 Stratic by Shimano, 15-pound Yazuri Super Braid, and a 7-foot medium light St. Croix avid inshore rod. So that's my gear setup. Let's go ahead and get into some fishing. So all you do with this trout trick, you cast it out, let it fall to the bottom, reel in your slack, give it a twitch, and just let it fall right back to the bottom again on a semi-slack line. You just do that all the way back to the boat. You can give a little double twitch every now and then, or if they're really fired up, you can twitch, pause, twitch, pause, twitch, pause. But ideally, when you have a cold front push through and the water temp significantly drops, you want to let it sink to the bottom, give that twitch, let it sink to the bottom. We're just going to use the trolling motor, troll on this wood line here, and see if we can find us some fish. Gonna be a lot of casting today. That's why I like throwing it on a light rod. Got one. Got something. Come on. Dang, I got something good. What is that, a little tarpon? Trout? I think it's a trout. Come on. I had a little wind knot in my line. This might be a keeper trout. Yeah, that's a keeper trout. Ah, get in the boat. Heck yeah, dude. Nice trout. Just got this nice speckled trout, measured out to be 17.5 inches on that Z-Man trout tricks. So it put in the work. I thought I had a wind knot in my line, so I was looking at my line. I didn't even know I had a bite until I felt the line thump. And I was like, oh, heck yeah, dude. So I'm gonna keep this one. You're allowed 6 in Alabama. So this is 1 out of my 6. I do wanna take some meat home. So let's throw him in the cooler on ice. I am going to touch it up with some more Procure here. Just caught that nice trout. I'm going to cast in the same spot. It's usually more hanging around. There's some bait hanging around as well, so that's what brings in those fish. See if we can get us another one. Oh, got one. Come on. Ah. See what you are. It don't feel like it's a keeper, but you never know till they get to the boat. So the trout. Oh, nice trout. Hey, it might keep actually. Heck yeah. See, like I said, you never know till they get to the boat whether it's gonna be a keeper or not. You know, he's barely on that mark. I am gonna turn him back. Oh, there he goes. Luckily he wasn't foul hooked. That hook came out really easy. He just kind of had a ripped lip, but that fish has a pretty high survival rate. Okay, just caught my second speckled trout. So we're gonna cast this one back out of here. Try to find some good ones. Some bait popping. Oh, there's one. Come on. Decent fish. Let's see what you are, buddy. It's another trout. I don't know if it's gonna keep, but here it is. Oh yeah, I'll keep this one. Heck yeah, dude. Another nice trout on the Z-Man trout tricks. Heck yeah, man. Beautiful fish. Got another speckled trout on the Z-Man. Check that out, right in the top of the mouth. That is exactly where you want it to be hooked. Beautiful fish, 16.5 inches. So we're gonna throw this one in the cooler. So that's my third trout, but the second one I'm keeping. Third fish on the same bait, it's still going strong. Once again, I'm gonna add some more of the Procure because, I mean, it's actually working. So let's add some more. Well, that was the third trout. Second one I kept. It's casting that same spot. Really simple. Once again, I'm just letting it sink to the bottom, twitch it, sink to the bottom, twitch it. Occasionally I'll do a double twitch, but the key is just give that pause and make it look like it's a dying bait fish. there's one. Come on. Right by the boat. Dang, that's a decent. See what it is. Dang. Come on, come up. I might have just snagged hooked it, that's why. Okay. I'll get the net for this one because it's a keeper. I don't want to lose it. It's just foul hooked. Come on. There we go. Simple. Boom. Beautiful fish, man. All right, he was just foul hooked right there in the gill. So luckily it's a keeper. That's beautiful fish, 18-inch speckled trout. They have such cool mouths. They have those two fangs on top, and then they have the beautiful colors on them. That's why they're called the spotted sea trout or speckled trout. And they taste delicious too. They got that yellow mouth. Beautiful fish. It's gonna go in the cooler. That's number 3 that I'm keeping, but that's my 4th trout that I've caught today. All right, that was my 4th speckled trout of the day. And I thought it was a little bit bigger, but that was a perfect fish. It was just foul hooked. So a lot of resistance in the water. But I like to run a little bit looser drag when trout fishing like this if I'm using braid, because braid doesn't have any stretch. And those fish have very thin mouths. So to avoid ripping their lip and pulling that hook, set up a little bit lighter drag or have a little bit lighter action rod. The St. Croix is a medium light, so it gives a little bit. And then I have a proper drag setting, and you see I land those fish. But let's continue fishing here and see what else we get. Ooh, there's one. I think, unless it's a stick. No, it's a stick. Well, I just scared everything out around here. Dang it. Nice stick though. Here. Oh, there's one. What'd I snag? A mullet? Oh no, a croaker. I didn't snag it, he ate it. That's funny. Even the croaker liked the trout trick. So, and he actually ate it, it's in his mouth. That's cool. Surprised he got that hook in him. All right, there you go, little croaker. I am really surprised how he got that hook in his mouth through all that. He must just bit right at the front. So that's awesome. He's trying to eat a bait as big as he is. I think it's that procure that's on there that he smells. He's trying to get a lick. All right, well, that's funny. Not what I'm after. There's one. Oh, it's little bitty. Little bitty. What are you? Another croaker? All right. They're trying to eat it too, you know? Look at that. Another little croaker. That's a nice big speckled trout croaker there. Speckled trout, when they get real big, they really like those nice croaker that size. There's one. Ah, heck yeah. Oh, that ain't no keeper. It's a little baby. There's water on the lens, but that's actually a, that's not a speckled trout, that's actually a white trout or a sand trout. The white trout don't have any limits on them in Alabama. Ah, got one. Oh, nice fish. Nice trout. Come on. Come on. Come on, boy, flip you. Yeah, another keeper. Heck yeah. Ah. That's awesome. Another trout. Beautiful fish. I think this is my 5th one I've caught today. Check out that mouth. That is awesome. Got a nice ice bath going here. A little bit of water, a little bit of ice. That's the best way to do it. A little bit of salt water. and have your ice in there. And trust me, you won't be able to hold your hand in there, it's so cold. So, sweet. That trout trick is the same one. It is putting in some work. Catching trout, that's so fun. It's probably one of my favorite types of fishing when the weather gets cold. This and sheepshead fishing. But I'd much rather come out and throw artificial lures. It's always a fun time when you don't have to touch any live bait and you can catch them on a soft plastic. It's always a challenge. Oh, there's one. Got it. Got him. Let's see what you are. Are you gonna be a keeper? You gonna be a keeper? You might. Hey, that's a little redfish. Cool. Redfish on the trout trick. He ain't gonna keep, but you can tell he really liked that bait. Beautiful little redfish. He's probably 12 inches at the most. So let's go ahead and get this hook out of him and get him back. All right, buddy. Thanks for changing it up and hitting my bait. Here you go, buddy. Cool. What a successful morning / afternoon, because I started a little late. In the state of Alabama, speckled trout have a slot limit, 15 to 22 inches. You're allowed 6 per person. Out of that 6, you're allowed 1 over slot, but normally I turn those back because those are your breeder fish. But I caught all those on the Z-Man trout trick, so proved its name for sure. And all those were on that Shimano Stradic 2500 and St. Croix rods. Love them. It's just a light combo, perfect for doing this type of fishing. Have 15-pound Yazuri Super Braid on there. The color I was using was the Bad Shad. I was using a 3/16 ounce Z-Man's Trout Eye jig head. Now, if you get the Trout Eye, make sure not to get the Finesse. I'm still waiting for my full-size Trout Eye jig heads to get in. The Finesse one is a great jig head, but for shorter baits. This trout trick is a 5-inch bait, so you definitely want to use the regular Trout Eye jig head. You may get some short strikes, and so some of those fish I missed were because I was using the Finesse jig head, but you make do with what you got. And then I did add some Pro Cure on there in the mullet flavor, and you saw it got the job done. But I appreciate y'all for watching as always. I'm gonna go home, clean these fish up, and get ready for a fish fry or maybe fish tacos, we'll see. But thanks for tuning in once again. We'll see you on the next Bama saltwater fishing video. I wanna thank the good Lord up above for everything he does for us. We'll see ya later.